Audience members can expect to be transported into a world of fantasy, and most of it is due to the creativity behind this woman.
I started designing here about 6 years ago, and it's so much fun and creativity.
There are over 300 costume pieces for this show, and each person can have up to 6 costume changes.
You come running off stage, you throw your socks on, then your pants and your shirt and your jacket, and then you got to check yourself really fast and run on stage.
The costumes on stage deliver a dreamlike feel, and it's probably because that's where Neil Goldberg, the show director, got the vision from.
He comes in and says, I have this idea for this costume. Sometimes it's, I had a dream last night.
When the curtains go up, even the lighting of the show is said to enhance the costumes.
It's just going to be a kaleidoscopic vision on stage that is mind-boggling.
Mind-boggling indeed. These costumes are full of color, sparkle, and dazzle.
Speaking of dazzling, we always put a Swarovski crystal somewhere. Sometimes I'll put over 100 on one costume. They just shine. Like when the light hits them, it's like, hey, look at me.
But not all of the material used to give the costumes its whimsical look is as unique. Listen to what Lenora says is the one material she absolutely cannot do without.
We use a lot of spandex, so it stretches and goes with the body.
And judging by some of these moves, they need as much stretch as possible.
The costume is the last thing I want anybody to worry about when they're on stage.
She isn't the only one behind all the magic you see on stage. She has a team behind her, and they have more than enough to keep them busy. They work up to 500 man-hours a week.
Like I always work overtime when it gets to close to showtime, sometimes here like 15 hours a day.
And while you sit down to watch this fun house unravel before your eyes, a whole other fun house is taking place behind the scenes.
We have to coordinate backstage as like a whole nother show. Like everybody has a chair set up and their costumes are set on their chair, like in reverse order of how they're wearing them.
With 6 costume changes, they have to make sure that they are able to change in and out of them as quickly as possible.
We have to decide snaps, velcros, or zippers. They can wear layers of costumes, and where this vest goes on top of this costume. But usually it's like a lot of snaps down the front, zippers. People come backstage and they just have to rip something off really fast.
I got the chance to try on one of these amazing pieces, the vocalist costume, which is one of the most elaborate on Pop Goes the Rock.
So I'm wearing like the costume right now?
You're wearing the costume right now.
I even got the hairstyle to go with it.
I may want to do my hair like this every day.
And you should.
And no costume is complete without jewelry. And in case you are wondering, yes, those are Swarovski crystals on there.
Going from there and actually seeing it on stage, a lot of times like I'll get a little tear in my eye. I'm like, it's just so beautiful. That's like my babies. I've sent my babies off to play.
So no matter what the pop song, these costumes sing along.
We can put anything together that we want to. It's really no limitations. Like the only limitation is what your mind can think of. Like we'll make it happen, basically.